Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the mess. Okay, so the other day I went live and I was talking about this rapper named BossMan DLow. I've never heard of him, I've never heard of any of his music. And also, there is this, I don't know how they identify. Gay, guy, trans, non-binary, I don't know. But they're a part of the LGBTQ I would say IAS. Girl. Yeah, I'm tired of y'all adding letters. But listen, the LGBTQIA plus community. Um, I'm just gonna assume that I don't know. I don't want to assume anything. Anyways, so he came out and he said that, or they said that boss man DLow basically tried to talk to him. They were in communication with each other. He showed some text messages, alleged text messages between the two. Um, and then boss man DLow came out and said that basically, when I see you in the streets, I'm paraphrasing, if I catch you in the streets, it's on and popping, basically. That was basically like the gist of his tweets, not tweets, of the post that he put on his Instagram story. Well, Timmy, what's his name? Timmy, I forgot that. I forgot their name that fast. Timmy Bandsome. So since then, Timmy Bandsome came out yesterday and he said that he lied. He said that he lied. He said that he um, manipulated the messages. Let me just play the clip of him talking, and then you can hear them say what what it is, and then we'll get into my commentary. Okay.
I'm coming on TikTok to address the BossMan situation. BossMan DLow never messaged me. It was AI. It was edited. It was photoshopped. I did everything good with the video of him texting me because my homegirl, it was my homegirl's phone. He messaged a real female. She's a popular influencer that I hang out with. So I made it seem like he messaged me, but he never really messaged me. And I made a fake thread of me texting myself back. I know it sounds crazy and I just did all this stuff on the internet for attention, but a bitch was bored. And I thought it was funny, but now I know it's not funny because I'm really fucking with this man's career and his money. I'm sorry, you guys. Y'all can bash me, y'all can hate me. I really don't give a fuck.
So after that post, I went to his Instagram page just to see if he had posted anything on the Instagram page. Went to the story, and this is what popped up on his story. As you can see, it is a video of him saying that this is hush money, and it's money on the ground, as you can see. Then the next part of the story, they were lying the money on the counter. There was a song playing in the background, and I was like, "Who sings this?" It was a rap song. I was like, "Who sings this rap song?" So I put the words in to Apple, and the artist comes up, and it's BossMan DLow. So now he's put on his Instagram page, um, Hush Money and Thanks Bay. Thank you, Bay. I'm going to try to play some of the video, but I don't want to play too much of it because um, it's music playing. So let me just play some of it so you can hear it.
Shit, no. Chase money, fuck bitches. I'm road running, catch up with me. I stack.
I'm not rich, girl. I'm not wealthy. I'm poor like everybody else. Okay, girl, that ain't no money. Not in exchange for possibly for your life. The way you spread those $100 bills on that counter, like you just like girl. That's why girl, he has to be young, because while that could take care of some bills, don't get it twisted. Maybe even send you on a little trip somewhere, girl. In the grand scheme of your life, girl, that ain't no money. That was probably about $8,000 on that table. Probably 10. I'll say 10. And you like, oh girl, look. For the game that you're playing with DL Trade, girl, that ain't no money. And that's how you know that either they're young or they ain't got shit. Because for you to be trying to do, like, girl, you just hit the jackpot. Girl, you acting like you just, girl, came across a few million. That money ain't no life altering money. It ain't. It'll help you get caught up on some bills, pay some credit cards off. After that, girl, you back to being broke. You probably gonna get you a little cash call for about $8,000. I said this in my live. Sister, you are playing a very dangerous game. Even if you were telling the truth the first go around, I still thought that that was dangerous. We have seen too many stories of men who are not out, who will have your body floating in somebody's lake because they think somebody is about to find out, or somebody found out that they like a little bussy on the weekend. So whenever y'all want to play these games or date DL men, I hope you recognize what sometimes, not all the time, what sometimes can come with that, especially when you're dealing with someone like a rapper, an athlete. Girl, the regular niggas. Oh, hold up. I think that's my package. Okay, I'm back. That was my package. So, anyways, as I was saying, the regular niggas, they don't even want nobody in the hood or around the way, or they mamas or daddy, mamas, and daddies and sisters and brothers. They don't want their people to find out that they like a little, pussy or dick. So a rapper definitely is not going to be okay with being known as sleeping with men, none by any person outside of a woman. Okay, girl, or what people consider a woman. Um, I think that I think it's dangerous. I do. And Timmy, he thinks he's cute. He think it's cute what he's doing, and it ain't cute. Again, even if he is telling the truth, because a part of me, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. A part of me feels like he's lying about lying. A part of me feels like there definitely was some type of communication with BossMan DLow. I don't know. I could absolutely be 100% incorrect. But with you coming out and releasing those messages and then coming back and then walking it back just to go on your Instagram page and then call him Bay, play his song, girl, you're playing. You're playing with fire. And if you end up in the Mississippi River, because you want to play this game, because you want to be attached to trade or some DL nigga. And I want to say it's because he comes across as someone who's young, but it's some old punks out there who just is dumb. So um the next thing I want to say is this. I do think that it is absolutely 100% wrong to lie on someone. I think that it is wrong for Timmy, if he is lying, to basically lie. I'm not running to the aid of BossMan DLow, even if Timmy is lying, because the fact, now we're speaking facts. The fact of the matter is, if it was me or any other gay man who was going through something publicly or going through something, men like BossMan DLow would not speak up for me. So therefore, I'm just returning the favor. While I can say that if Timmy is lying, he's wrong, past that, BossMan, you're on your own. I'm not going to be in the comment section hollering and screaming. I suggest that some of you punks out there, you follow suit. Because BossMan DLow would not be running to your protection. He would not be running to your aid. He would mind his business. As we've noticed, most of the time, not most, all of the time, when Saucy Santana or Lil Nas X is getting dragged in the comment section for whatever, you don't see straight men in the comment section defending Lil Nas X or Saucy Santana. So when y'all go running and putting your cape on, you look stupid. You look dick hungry. You look like a fool. There's no reciprocity in you wanting to protect trade. There's no reciprocity in you wanting to protect the DL man because you just want a little piece of dick. That's what it comes down to. There are people out there, and this is not to take away the accountability from Timmy, especially if he is lying. With that being said, there are people out there who have stated that they won't even listen to BossMan DLow's music anymore due to them thinking now that he is a punk. This reminds me of Chingy and Sydney Starr. Sydney Starr lied on Chingy and his career really, really suffered. And it never got on track. If Chingy wanted to curse out, hold a grudge, be mad forever at Sydney until the day he died and beyond, I would completely understand. Chingy don't owe Sydney Starr nothing. He don't have to forgive her. He don't have to give her no grace. He doesn't. The part that people don't want, the other part that people refuse to acknowledge is that Chingy and BossMan DLow, the people who are choosing not to support them, are the people who are choosing to no longer be a part of the fan base, you're doing that because you're homophobic. Because BossMan DLow, if you think he's a punk, he was a punk last month when you was listening to his music. He was a punk last year when you were listening to his music. He was a punk the whole time, if he is one. That doesn't change. So now you're choosing not to support him because you think that he sleeps with someone in the LGBTQ community. So while Timmy and Sydney Starr can absolutely be held accountable for their actions, especially if we find out that Timmy is lying, you, not you, y'all, not y'all, shout out to the diva, gonna have to stand in the fact that y'all move in transphobia and homophobia. And the reason why, a part of the reason why their careers are suffering, did suffer, is because when you thought that Chingy has slept with a nigga, you decided not to support him. Let me say it again. When you thought, not you, but if the shoe fits, when you thought that Chingy had slept with a man, because that's what y'all call Sydney, when y'all thought that Chingy had slept with the man, you stopped the support from him. That makes you homophobic / transphobic. Because you could have still supported him, but you chose not to. And the reason why you stopped supporting him was not because you thought his music was trash. Because y'all was just, I like the way you do it right. Maybe y'all was just chicken dancing, chicken heading the other day. Not because you thought the music was trash. It was because you thought he was a punk. So when I see people in the comment section saying, "Oh, I can't listen to BossMan DLow's music anymore," it's because you're homophobic. But then when somebody calls it out and says that you're homophobic, then you want to say, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I ain't scared of no gay people." Girl, I'm not saying that. And y'all like to play, not y'all, but people like to play this game when people say you're transphobic or homophobic, as if like, girl, when gay people or trans people walk down the street, it's like, girl, you clutching your purse or crossing the street. No, but girl, you have a dislike of LGBTQ folk to the point where you can be a fan of someone, but when you find out or you think that they might be gay, then the support stops. That makes you homophobic. Because again, even if he is gay, he was still gay when you was listening to his music last month. Again, just to repeat myself, I'm not saying you can't take that. We should take accountability away from the girls like Sydney and Timmy, especially if we find out Timmy is lying. Accountability still we will put it on their shoulders because they did what they did and said what they said. With that being said, it does not change the fact that people stop supporting Chingy or people may stop supporting BossMan DLow because you think that he's gay. And that's something that y'all gonna have to work out. If you don't support someone because you don't like their music, that's one thing. But to stop supporting them because you think that they're gay, you're homophobic. People want to, I have noticed this, I noticed this a long time ago. People want to move in a way, but then when you start to attach titles to them that rightfully belong to them, then they don't like it. White supremacists want to walk around here and call themselves white supremacists. No, you're just racist. But then when you call them racist, they say, no, 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 no. No, no, I'm not racist. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. You are. You want to walk around here and be misogynistic or sexist, and then when we say you're misogynistic or sexist, then you get mad. You want to live and stand in bigotry, and then when somebody calls you a bigot, I'm not a bigot. You are. You want to move and say things that are transphobic or homophobic, and then when somebody says you're transphobic or homophobic, then no, I'm not. You are. You cannot say certain things, do certain things, and then when somebody attaches the title to you, then all of a sudden you don't like the title. But if what you're doing fits the definition of the word, then that's what you are. And that's just what it is. Anyways, all right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm hungry. I'm about to go get me a sandwich from I don't know why. Sometimes I have a taste. Have you heard of Witch Witch? They are so popular in the DMV area. Girl, I feel like it's a witch. No, that's Potbellies. Is it Potbelly? Potbelly. That's what it was. I think it's Potbelly. Is it Potbelly or Witch Witch? It's one of them. Every time I go to DC, girl, it's like a Potbelly / Witch Witch. I can't remember which one. They are like on every corner. Girl, when I tell you they are everywhere, like down here we have Subways everywhere. In the DMV area, girl, they got, I think it's Potbellies everywhere. Anyways, so yeah, I think I'm about to go get me a sandwich from is Potbelly and Witch Witch the same? Is it Potbelly? I think Potbelly and Witch Witch the same thing, right? Oh yeah, it is Potbellies y'all have. Which one is Witch Witch? Remember? Oh, Witch Witch. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about Potbelly. I think y'all have a lot of Potbellies in the DMV area. Yeah, I'm about to go to Potbelly. Their sandwiches be so good sometimes. Yeah, let me go get me a little sandwich. And drink me some water. Excuse me. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. I might be going live tonight if you see this video in enough time. I may be going live tonight so we can talk about Cardi B and Offset and some other mess. All right. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.